I have one tip for everybody. If anyone is trying to stay on track, the only thing I can tell you is move out from your house. Welcome back to the vlog, you guys. Thank you for tuning in. I don't know what brought you back, but I hope you enjoy this video, and if you do, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Today, I'm just going to be going through another day in the life with me. This morning, I started getting ready. I had to wake up really early, and I had one of those mom moments because my dad's gone, and I had to take my sister to volleyball. So I'm running a little bit behind. I had my breakfast, typical egg whites and oatmeal. And now I'm just finishing getting ready. I do have to work at 9:45 and it is currently 9, so I have to leave pretty soon. I'm probably gonna stop and get some Starbucks, and I will share with you what drink I get when I get there. So thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Oh yes, love this song. 11 in the morning, think I recall. Oh. I try spending my nights under someone new.
Hey, how are you?
Good, thank you.
What can I get for you?
Can I do a grande cold foam cold brew? And can I do that with 3 pumps of sugar-free vanilla and light cream?
Alright, anything else for you?
No, that'll be it.
431, we'll see you down here.
Thank you. So I got this grande cold foam cold brew, if it would focus, with 3 pumps sugar-free vanilla and light cream. Sorry, they didn't write it, so I don't know what I got. I can't, that's never happened to me before. But yeah, so I'm gonna enjoy this. It's been nearly 2 hours since we've been open, and not a single person has walked through that door. I knew it was gonna be slow going into this, but I'm going insane. I'm so bored. I just got home from work, and I have one tip for everybody. If anyone is trying to stay on track, the only thing I can tell you is move out from your house, because this is what I come home to almost every single day, and it's all thanks to this scroll. I swear they should have us on auto delivery, because it's like every other day and it's impossible. Look at it. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Just walk away. So for lunch, I'm just going to have ground turkey that I have already prepped, and some jasmine rice that I made in my steam cooker. So I don't have any veggies made right now, and kind of like craving vegetables. I'm not trying to sound all healthy, I genuinely am like craving it. So I am going to steam some spinach on the stove right now, and then kind of like mix in my already pre-made ground turkey, just so that I can kind of like have it all warm at the same time, and so that this has something to like mix with. So yeah, that's usually when I like don't want to eat vegetables. I usually either make like this like microwavable asparagus that I have, or I will literally just like throw this into my egg whites and anything else throughout the day, just because it's easy. So I just made my meal, and I'm going to eat this right now. It's currently 120. There we go. Once I let this food digest, and I'm gonna go do back and probably some cardio. And then once I get back, I really need to meal prep some food. So I'll probably cook some sweet potatoes and stuff, and I'll show you guys like how I do that if you're interested. And for those of you wondering, this is my newest set that I got from the summer Gymshark sale. Oh my gosh, I've never gotten like a full set with a top and a bottom. I usually only buy their leggings, and I've actually never bought a pair of the Energy Seamless, and that is what these are, and I have nothing but good things to say about this. Literally, like this, I thought this was gonna be like way too hot and going to the gym, but it's totally breathable, it's super light, and I didn't have to take it off, and I usually do with any like t-shirts I wear. So I am definitely gonna be purchasing a lot more of these. Sponsor me, Gymshark. So I just got home from the gym, and I had to stop at the grocery store real quick. So I have a little bit left of the spinach, and I have another pack. So I'm gonna do this ground turkey and the spinach, and avoid this because that's always in my face. So I'm gonna make both of these because they go extremely fast, and I know I'll eat it within the next like week and a half. So I'm gonna do that, and then, whoa, hello. Baking with Sky. And then I'm gonna do my sweet potatoes, and I usually set that at 425, and I usually cook it for about 24 minutes. It's a really weird time, but that's like what I found has worked. So yeah, I have to cook up or cut my sweet potatoes right now, and then once that's done preheating, I'll throw it in there. Also, for anybody interested in like different tips on how to stay on track with your diet and in the gym, I am going to put the timestamp in my description below. So if you just want to fast forward to that, and if you don't care about anything else, then I get it. So I'm gonna go over that in just a little bit, but I'll leave it in the bottom if you want to switch right now. And whenever I cook my ground turkey or ground beef or anything, I usually either use garlic salt, which pretty much goes good on everything, or Himalayan pink salt. For my sweet potatoes, I'll be using the pink salt. And then what I use for my sweet potatoes is the All Original, I can't believe it's not butter. This stuff has like no calories, so it's super good. And then I also put cinnamon, just because I like the sweetness of the sweet potatoes, but I also end up putting the Himalayan sea salt. So these three are like my essentials for this. And then that was the beeper, so I'm gonna put it in the oven, and my ground turkey is done. So check with you guys in like 25 minutes when all this is looking good. Okay, so the moment you guys have all been waiting for. How to stay on track, or basically just keep that motivation, with whether it's with your diet or the gym, because I know if you're going into it for the first time and you want to like make everything perfect because you want those goals to be crushed right away, like we've all been there. And the best tips that I can give, and I'm kind of just going, like I wrote a little few notes down, but basically going off of just things that I whipped up real quick. Just because personally, I know right now for me, like even just in the gym, like my diet hasn't been too bad, but in the gym, it's just like after a while, you kind of get bored. You do the same old thing, you go through the motions, and just like that mind-muscle connection is completely lost. So for me, I'm just gonna go through these. I'll probably say the first one is when you're starting, give yourself an end goal. So whether that be short-term or long-term, I definitely recommend if you're starting, go in and set something short-term, because if you are on day one and you're wanting to lose 25 pounds, for one, that's very broad. So you aren't really setting something that's specific and obtainable, because you're not laying something out in order to get to that goal, if that makes sense. So I always say, just like whether you have like a date that you want to achieve or something by this day, like I want to lose 10 pounds. And then once you get there, like it'll be easier to kind of, you know, like progressively achieve like longer term goals. So setting goals is probably my first and foremost, like most important tip. Another one is kind of goes like hand in hand with it, is give yourself a plan. So in the gym, for instance, I know a lot of people who are starting off, the biggest factor going into it is intimidation. And I knew firsthand like what that was like. But for me, like when I started, I was always watching like fitness influencers and YouTube videos, just like picking a workout of like specific things that I was comfortable doing and that I knew targeted that specific muscle. And I would just like kind of write in my own notes. Like I have notes that go all the way back for like 4 years of different workouts, and I would just pick things that I was the most comfortable doing in the gym, and that would kind of help me look forward to it more, not only to hold myself accountable to be able to get into the gym in the first place, like knowing that I had a workout set for that day, but also just, I mean, making it fun. I go in there sometimes and I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing, and by the end of it I'm like, I've literally wasted probably 15 minutes throughout all the rest times and whatever, just figuring out what I'm doing. So going with a plan for the gym. Same thing for your diet. I have a hard time practicing what I preach, but it's only because life gets freaking crazy. Like that's bound to happen, and it's still a goal of mine that I try to set for myself, to give myself at least one day throughout the week to meal plan or meal prep and make enough for like the week. Sometimes that doesn't always happen, just like I eat too much too fast or whatever, which seems to be the case most of the time. Yeah, if you know like you have food at home that's prepped, for one, I'm saving you money. Literally the amount of times that like I get careless and I don't care to either make the food or go out and buy it. I just end up going out with friends and spending buttload of money that I could be saving. So if you're a college student like me, knock 2 birds out with 1 stone. Go buy things in bulk and meal prep it one day so that you don't have that urge to go out and eat. Another tip is, for me, I've noticed, it sounds silly, but like I think everyone can attest to it. If you, sorry, I have like a scratch on my neck, and it's because I'm battling this allergic reaction, so I just felt like I should point that out, and I didn't just get mauled by a bear. So I love, when I'm like unmotivated, I love buying a new workout set or like new shoes. It doesn't happen too frequently, but like if you're literally in a rut where you're like, I don't feel like going, I always find that like whenever I get a new pair of shoes, or like I got this new Gymshark set, I love wearing it now, and it makes me like excited to go like show it off. I don't know, whenever I look good, I feel good, and I think everyone can kind of feel the same way about that. So that helps me stay motivated if all else fails. So another thing, and I can go into further detail with this one because it's a very broad subject and it requires a lot of explanation, but tracking your macros. I know not everyone's a huge fan of it. I've been doing it for probably 4 years now, and it does get to be kind of like controlling of like your mind, and just like once you start, it's hard to not see things differently. But honestly, like if you are trying to get consistent with your diet and you don't know where to start, I recommend downloading this app. It's called MyFitnessPal. I can show you like a little tutorial on the screen, but what it does is it just controls all of my nutrition, fats, carbs, and proteins. So if you're familiar with macros, that is what I track. And it, like starting, you could just start plugging in food. Like you may not know the serving size, but like look at the back. I don't know what other things, the first thing that came to my head was like Oreos. If you had a two cookie or 2 Oreos, I think that's like the serving size for Oreos. It says that, and you can either just scan the barcode and change the serving size to whatever, you know what I meant. Okay. It's literally like, it's a good place to start when you want to just see how much you're eating, because once you get like a consistent, like after like 3 days of tracking, like an ideal day for you, what you typically would eat in a day, it shows you where you're at with your calories, and then you can start to do your research like I did in the past, where I found out like where I'm at and then where I need to be based on my height, my weight, my age, and I think those are like the 3 factors for macros, and like your goal at the time. So definitely recommend that, but that's also like something that can come down like later down the road, but you know. And then the last tip that I could probably recommend is switch it up. It can get like so repetitive, and if you are just going in with the same thing all the time, it's hard to stay motivated, and you kind of like your body will tell you too, because you kind of just hit this like plateau in your progress and like your diet. Like you don't care to eat like the same thing all the time unless you like really enjoy it. Like for me, I've had oatmeal and egg whites for breakfast for the last like 3 or 4 years. So whether that be in your diet or the gym, switch it up, have fun with it, because who knows, like when you switch it up on your body too, like as long as you're putting your body under like a progressive overload, if you're trying to build muscle, it's still gonna respond the same way, and you don't have to fear like doing it one way or the other and like staying the same, you know, like your body will actually adapt to a certain exercise or routine that you have going for a while. So if you switch it up, like I'm sure it'll be beneficial to you in the end. So I just wanted to kind of like throw that out there, just because I know like lately for me in the gym, it's been the hardest, and even you guys saw earlier, like pizza in front of my face, under my nose, literally 24/7. It's like the hardest thing. So I'm trying to gain my willpower back. It'll come soon enough, but for me, like I have an end goal. I'm trying to go to California at the end of July, and I know last time I went, I wasn't like feeling 100% about my body, and being on vacation in a bikini half the time, like that sucks when you don't feel good. So I just felt like I would kind of put this out there, because it's something that I'm also practicing, and I figure that a lot of people could get something from it. So that'll conclude the little tips and tricks, and we'll get back to the full day of eating. Enjoy. Yes, I already took a bite. I couldn't wait. But I'm just gonna have a rice cake and some peanut butter, and then there's some cinnamon on top. I plan on having some ice cream in a little bit. It's this like, I don't even know, honestly. I got Halo Top today when I went to the grocery store, but I also picked up some flavors that I've never tried before. This is the strawberry cheesecake. It's like limited edition, so I had to cop it. And then this is like, I've been looking for this flavor everywhere and no grocery stores have been carrying it. The sea salt caramel, but instead of like regular, I get the dairy free. I don't know what it is, but something about it is just like, I don't know. I can't even describe it, but if I have this tonight, I'll show you what I mean. And then this is actually a new one that Stephanie Buttermore posted about. It's supposed to be like some whipped type of ice cream. So it's a lot like, well, it's like a mousse. So it's a lot lighter and it is dairy free too. And I love that because it kind of just like, it's nicer on my stomach. But I'm gonna save room for one of these so that I can satisfy my sweet tooth for the night, because that is a constant struggle. So in the meantime, I'm just gonna have this rice cake and $7.50. Probably have it, the ice cream, within the next like 30 minutes. So stay tuned. Focus. This lighting is absolutely awful. Wow, that was good. Not a huge like strawberry person, so that's hard for me to testify for. Yeah, not the biggest fan of that. I want to get after this mousse because it's actually melting really quick. So it's like,
there's like a chocolate swirl in it. It's really pretty. Oh! No! Good job.
oh wow. It's like nothing.
Don't feel bad about it. That's nice. It's literally like, tastes like whipped cream. That's all it is.
Okay, I'm there for it. Last taste test. This is my ultimate favorite. I do not know why. It's just got like swirls of caramel in there, and compared to like the regular sea salt caramel and the Halo Top, it's just not like, I don't know, it's very icy with the regular one, and this one I feel like it's creamier and it's just, if you guys have made it this far watching me eat this, you guys are the real OGs. So that'll probably wrap it up for the night. Sweets are a good way to end. So yeah, so that was today's video. I really hope you enjoyed the ride. It's another day of me eating, another day. I will see you guys in the next video, which will be on Friday of next week. That is my consistent day that I'm gonna shoot for. I figure it'll be good because like most people are watching on Fridays. Sorry, that's my dog. Or like they'll watch videos on the weekend. So I think I can make that work, and who knows, maybe I'll end up adding or uploading more if I have the time, but for now I'm just gonna get consistency and hope that you guys tune in every Fridays with me. So thanks for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.